It's interesting because there's something that I talk about a lot on the show over the last couple of years, and it's not, it has nothing to do with sports, although it could help you see way more sports because it grows very much. But it's Bitcoin, right? And I talk a lot about Bitcoin. And right now, I started the show talking about the lull right now that we've been in this 2-month sideway pattern, and it kind of bores people. It gets them thinking too much. It gets them second guessing themselves when they don't really have to, all that kind of stuff. And then some people may lose confidence, right? May not feel the same way about it, may not be as excited, and then they sell or whatever, and then it explodes, and then they regret. In a way, the Miami Dolphins are a little like this lull right now in Bitcoin. And I get it, man. We have a twisted media and fan base at times that they gravitate to the negative. Oh my God, it's a cap crisis. It was never a cap crisis, but it sells, right? Oh my God, the Dolphins are taking steps back. No, they're not, but it sells. Remember, it's what we talked about earlier on the show. The bullshit, the sensationalism, the misleading of the public, because it's what sells. What's boring is what I do. Hey. There's no cap crisis. You can't sign everybody. They're deciding to sign the next wave and the quarterback. That's how they have to do this. They can't sign them all. It's not a cap crisis. Oh, they're trying to take a step. They're taking steps back. No, they're not. They're actually better at corner now with Fuller. They're actually better at linebacker now with Brooks. And guess what? They found themselves some extra pass rushers now to help out while the pass rushers do come back. Okay? If I look at the team overall and after the draft and free agency, I got to say, I think this team is better. And as I've said, because it's boring, team didn't take a step back. They just need to be healthy at the end of the year. That's, it's all of that. But we're in a lull now. And this is the time that doubt sets in. This is the time that people get bored because now we're going to trade sideways. We came out of the regular season and we started trading down because they were selling everything, right? Oh, no, they're letting this guy go. Oh, my God, it's going. And then free agency started and it started to take up. And like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second, dude. We're making some moves here. We brought back Kendall Lamb. All right. So we've got our guys on the left side for another year. We're good there. We got another backup also ready to go for Keon, just in case anything happens with Jack. Hey, all right. Okay. And then the draft comes and you see Chop and you see Kamara, and then you see the Washington kid at the slot and a future tackle. And you start to look and wait a minute. Okay, now this plan is all coming to place. But now we're kind of in that lull. And that's where we're going to be now. And now they want to throw in the negativity of, well, is the Tua deal going to get, which the Tua deal is going to get done. It's not even a concern. All of that kind of stuff. And so now what I think is happening is I think that everything that's gone on in the offseason and some of the stuff that's been kind of sold by other people, I think you're kind of underestimating Bitcoin, and I think you're underestimating the Miami Dolphins. I really do, and I'm glad. I'm glad that people are doubting them. I'm glad that people are going to doubt Tua again, because I know he'll come out and prove people wrong once again. He can't stay healthy. Yeah, well, you're wrong. He can't lead an offense. Well, yeah, you're wrong. He can't throw deep. Well, yeah, now you're wrong. Well, he's all about yak. You're wrong. He's actually one of the least yak quarterbacks in the NFL. But whatever. Let's just keep going. You know. So I know that all of this is going, to me, is headed in an incredible direction. I think if you're a Dolphins fan, you need to be incredibly excited about the 2024 season. But we're trading sideways. Why? Because the last 2 years have ended on an absolute, just brutal ending. Okay. The injuries, the way it finished, it hasn't been, uplifting. The Panthers kind of make you feel like, okay, they're making progress and all that kind of stuff every year. You know what I mean? While the Dolphins actually have made a lot of progress with the roster and the front office and the quarterback and everything, but it just hasn't all come together yet. And it's kind of like the whole thing with Bitcoin now. It's kind of a perfect storm is brewing. Hash rate is going through the roof. The people are buying it. Mass adoption's taking over, right? But we've got a lull here, and we've got people, because the average person doesn't get it. Only the rich and powerful are getting it. And they are, less than 5% of the world, probably less than 2% of the world. So that means there's a lot of people that are underestimating Bitcoin. And I think there's a lot of Dolphin fans and a ton of NFL fans. They finish like shit every year. Well, that's been the injuries. Wow, they took a bunch of steps back. Yeah, you didn't pay attention to their free agency in the draft. They're a better team now. But you go ahead and pay attention to writers or anybody on radio or podcast telling you that, they've taken steps back and they're not as good a team and that they're going to struggle and that, this team's going to be better and that team's going to be better and that the Bills are going to own the division still and that the Jets are going to be better. And just keep listening to all that. I'm not going to allow any of that shit to get in the way. I'm going to get excited about what I should be excited about. The 2024 Miami Dolphins season. And if I can get the head coach to grow up a little bit and get me a little luck, I think things will change. Just like when I told you, hey, Tua is not concussion prone. He just needs to get rid of the football. But that doesn't sell. That's boring. That guy's an idiot. He needs to get rid of the football. It's a lot more fun to hear the person, oh my God, his life is on the line. He's a family man now. He's got a child. He should be thinking about it. He should quit football. That's what sells.